I'm actually here to tell you I'm taking over the channel. It was nice knowing Surgeon Adrian. Nah,
That's not that funny.
he's like,
Here, I'll let you drape them. No, it's usually you charge extra when they want an extra.
hey, I like these. These feel nice.
You've been using toilet paper or what?
What's going on, Faded Culture? You're like talking to them.
What's going on, Faded Culture? It's your boy Sergio Barron, and we are back with another haircut tutorial. Today I got my boy Richard here on the channel. We're gonna bring back that series where I'm teaching Richard how to cut hair. I'm gonna be showing them our method. They have been cutting for what, a month?
About 3 months. 3 months now.
About 3 months now. They just started their barber journey, so I'm gonna walk them down our step-by-step process as he follows along, and he could just be asking me questions from a beginner standpoint. Last time it was Ruben cutting Richard up. I'll leave that video linked here if y'all wanna check that one out. But today I'm gonna be going ahead and showing Richard how to use our fading method. With that being said, let's just jump right into this tutorial. All right guys, so I pretty much went ahead and finished this whole side of his haircut. Now I'm gonna let Richard take over, try to follow the same steps that I just did and have him replicate them on the opposite side.
Like this, Rich. Oh,
right.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, it looks a little good.
For reference, I always set in that first line right here. Remember, wherever you want the edge up to be? And then I always, when I'm setting in guidelines, I like to use the comb just because it grabs longer hair. So you should grab a comb.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I got it.
Would it help if I get like behind you? It would help if I just hold your hand. See, and then if you're scared to push it back, like lay it down and come this way. It's just kind of like just like a little rough draft of a line. It don't have to be perfect. So lay it down so you don't push it back and then come this way. You know what I'm saying?
I understood, like kind of.
Yeah. All right, so now you already know where to start. You started at the bottom of the line and then just kind of make sure that now you have a reference point. Remember, that's why I left this a little.
Oh, that's where you left out?
Yeah,
Right?
so that's where you're gonna meet this line. Make sure it just goes slants down. Remember, you lead with the right side. And at any point, if you feel like you're not kind of, you know what I'm saying, just take a step back. Turn off the clipper, take a step back, look at the whole thing, make sure your line's going as straight as you want it to, or where you want it to go, and then keep on from there.
Then start curving it right here or no?
Yeah, because look, see how your line's kind of coming down this way?
Yeah.
So now, if you want, start from here, and then kind of curve it that way. Go over it, refine it if you need to clean it up. You already laid it down, I just kind of clean it up. Move the ear down with your hand like that. Gotta use your hand, even if you gotta use your feet. You do what you gotta do to get it done. So like this line, you see how it was like right here?
Yeah.
And it kind of goes down and then it comes up, kind of like have it cut up so it can kind of flow with the fade. Beautiful, beautiful. For the next guideline, no guards, clipper, lever, all the way open. And they're gonna come up, remember, about a finger width from that line, ½ inch. Just make sure it runs parallel to that one. That's all you gotta worry about. When you're kind of going too slow, I feel like you're doing like pushing the skin a lot. Try to like have the clipper to where it's just gliding over instead of like pressing the skin. And that's how sometimes you could create harder guidelines when you're pushing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna lay down the next one. Again, coming up about another ½ inch. All you're doing is the same thing, just making sure it runs parallel. So we're throwing on the one guard with the lever all the way open. So usually the first pass is you laying it down, the second pass is you refining it, cleaning it up. So you go back and just kind of clean it up. Okay, now next guard.
What was it, the 1.5, right?
Yeah, the 1.5 clip is next. We already laid down our 2 guidelines that we're gonna blend out. Now this one, we're gonna not so much focus on coming up another finger in length. I don't want you to keep that in your mind. I want you to just kind of think as if you're already starting to blend that guideline out to the top. But you're only gonna stay within that little gap of a space, you know what I'm saying? All right, so next we're throwing on the 1.5 clip. Lever all the way open, and then you can point at that area if you want to see, like, that's the area that we want to start trying to blend out to the top. Cool. I know some people always have a hard time saying they can't see their guideline. Sometimes that could be because your eyes are closed. So just open your eyes. No, I don't know. Sometimes you're just maybe not as competent yet with setting in the guideline. So it just takes practice and keep repeating this process until you could better see these guidelines. Remember, you just, as if you're blending it out, just kind of softly. It's easy to be scared to push it up because you're thinking that the tips right here are doing the cutting.
Yeah.
And so you're just right there, but you got to remember that the hair still has to travel all the way down there. And that's where it's cutting. So you have to kind of think of this part. That's where this area has to be at. So technically you have to be like right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's where it's actually cutting. So you don't be scared to take it up a little higher to this area. Just softly, just right there, yeah. You could angle his head down too, so you're not always like leaning your head down. Don't be scared to push his head like that. That way you're kind of more straight up, you know what I'm saying? Because too much of that, you're gonna have neck problems. You stay like that sideways. I knew a guy one time that he stayed like this. You don't want to be that guy. You always gotta comb it down, like comb it from all the way up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So make sure you're grabbing all the hair. And when you comb it all the way down, it kind of lets you better see like where you're at. So like right here, this dark area, we're gonna start blending that out. All right, so now we're gonna throw on that number 2 guard. The lever all the way open. And the same thing, and since this is the area, this is called the parietal ridge area. This is where the head rounds, so I want you to not lead the clipper into this area too much, because then you'll shorten it if you put the comb on his head.
Like a 90 degree?
Yeah, 90 degree. This is the direction that you're trying to take it. At the same time, keeping in mind that going up and down probably just like little strokes, I guess we'll call it. Only about like a ½ inch. All right, so now we're throwing on that number 3 guard with the lever still all the way open. But before you even start cutting, you always gotta be in a comfortable position. So if you gotta sit on his lap, you sit on his lap. Priority is getting the best haircut ever. So now you know where you're at, right?
Yeah.
You could comb there and you see the little dark area. And this is kind of like the last guard that I like to use. So try to like flare up, but come up off the head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that. And sometimes I don't like to do the scooping motion because sometimes you'll get caught up and scoop too deep before you come out, and you'll take out too much. Just straight up, like using kind of like the angle, leading it up like that. You know what I'm saying? You could even like, if I'm doing it slow, let me see, comb. If I were to do it slow, you could like just flare it out. So just clean it up again one more time, refine it one more time with the. Usually I'll pass it over like 2-3 times. So I know there's still dark areas up there, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave that for the touch-up because I don't want you to get too carried away and blend too much to where it just looks too high. So now you see your 2 guidelines? You visually see them? Yeah, the top one and that bottom one. Those are the main 2 first ones that we wanna worry about. First, I like to take off that top one. So we're throwing on the half clip, and we want to position that lever at 3/4, right about there. That's good. Now this time you lead with this side, and then you're barely just going over that guideline. See, in the first time, sometimes it won't take it out. Yeah. But so you gotta brush and kind of keep going over it, because it's gradually taking it out. So don't get impatient with like trying to like take it out right away.
Would you still take it higher or no?
See how I think what I'm doing here is I'm leaning the clipper in more.
Yeah.
You'll probably have it like that.
Okay.
So lean in the clipper. Like, don't be scared to lean in the clipper, but you're just going up. Look how much I'm moving up and down.
Yeah.
I'm barely crossing that line.
I was just kind of a little scared. I didn't know we were gonna like go another clipper or something like that, but
yeah, it's gonna take 2 guards to take it out.
Right.
But
okay.
Right now, I just
didn't want to take it too high.
No, I feel like you did have the clipper the other way though.
Like that.
Yeah, he had it more like that.
So you see how like on this, sometimes like this hump will kind of keep you from laying down the clipper. So you gotta kind of aim it right here so you can slide ahead with this. And then sometimes you might need to take it in various like directions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Depending on that hair.
Yeah. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to feed the hair into the guard. Finesse it in different ways to like get in there. Because I'm always getting in the comments, people say that they can't take it out. Probably y'all are doing the same mistake. They're scared to kind of lean the clipper in.
I think it's because more like, you know how like you're doing this upper, like the higher guidelines. So you're kind of like, I don't know, you don't want to set too hard of a line or something. So I guess that's like in your head when you're like trying to erase it.
Yeah, so keep that in mind. You don't want to set in any hard line. So I want you to think in terms as you're fading. So technically you're doing this, so you don't want to create any hard line.
Yeah.
And since I'm not laying the clipper flat, it's not going to create a line. Yeah. You're kind of just cutting vertical lines into this horizontal line.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then just kind of keep going in different directions until you get it out. Try it. See, I kind of took it out a lot more than the way you had it.
So that you would leave it like that though, right?
Yeah,
so
it's not 100% gone.
Yeah.
Because this position, remember we set that line in with no guard, lever all the way open.
Yeah.
Now this is a little bigger than that. So it's gonna leave a faint little line, but that you'll be able to take it out. Or it'll like fade away whenever you start taking out the bottom line. So as long as you take out about like 95% of it, you're good to move forward. Now just focus on small sections at a time so you're not like everywhere. Focus like in this area and try to soften that spot.
You're not really like lever playing with it, right? Like
right now, no. Right now, I start doing the lever play. For teaching purposes, I try to simplify it as possible. Yeah, because I mean, yes, that I have the experience, I can lever play as I'm fading from the beginning. Yeah. But for teaching purposes, I'd be all over the place, confusing you, you know what I'm saying? So I try to simplify it in terms of like just set down the fade and then refine it at the end where you could touch up, but at least you have the majority of it down, and then instead of being lost throughout the long process of the fade. See, yeah, you did better. The thing, see, you take out.
You took it out, pretty much.
So next, see how it didn't take it out completely?
Yeah, so that's now, the 1.5, right?
No, the one guard.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
We're throwing on that one guard next. Lever still stays the same on that 3/4 spot. And then we're gonna finish taking out with the half guard did it.
Here, right there.
Yeah. Keep in mind that this is the only guard that we're gonna use next. Try not to create any harsh areas above it.
Not like this.
Yeah. Do your thing, man. Take your time. I don't care if we're here till tomorrow.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Okay guys, so it's the next day. We've been here since yesterday.
It's been a whole 24 hours.
In the beginning, man, it's all, don't worry about the time. It's about getting it done right. And then with time, you'll get faster at getting it done right.
See, I feel like this is still like a hard, like, because it's hair, you know what I mean?
I mean, if it's his hair, blame it on him. It's his fault. Yeah. Remember, lean it forward. Keep in mind that you don't want to lay it hard though.
Yeah.
You don't gotta like press all the way in to push.
Yeah.
You're basically just sculpting the outside. You don't want to go too high because then it will
create like another
your fade will go too high.
So you see how like these like dark spots, you would leave that or what?
Yeah, so you see right now, just kind of like fade out most of it. Don't get caught up in looking too, like I said before, like being too close to it. Sometimes like your eyes, they'll freaking lie to you. So work on it, take a step back and look at the whole fade overall to see how it looks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because right now I'd be like, dude, like I would be trying to like mess with this probably.
See, and if you do that too much before the fade's even done, man, by the time you are done, you'll notice that, damn, you took out too much.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, the fade has a weird way of coming together once you kind of just run through the process and then you kind of really detail it.
Yeah, you be like this spot.
Yeah, you could
instead
better
of
pinpoint.
like trying to do the whole.
Yeah. Now, like, just follow that up on this area now, and same thing. Now we're only gonna worry about this first line right here. We're gonna start with the clipper lever closed. Now you're gonna keep your strokes even shorter because you wanna blend out a little at a time. Focus on this area alone, and then just barely cross over it, like up and down. There we go, like that. Just barely crossing. There we go. There. Now go ahead, open the lever about halfway, and just go a little bit higher than that. Do it at 3/4, go a little bit higher, the same way. Now go ahead and open it all the way. So we want to take out most of that.
Right here, like this?
Yeah, all of that. You want to try to blend that out. Yeah, there you go. So you can probably hit that part right there. Do you see that? It's like a little dark. Look, take a step back. You can relax your eyes a little bit and then kind of get a good visual. You know what I'm saying?
Like this whole little dark area right here?
See, like right there. See, there you go. That looks better right there. Now focus on this area. Now we'll focus on these spots right there with the touch-up work.
Oh shit, we're right here.
Yeah.
Do you go like this way?
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable, but yeah, just slowly cross over it. There you go. Just focus on that area right above it. Yeah, like that. Open it all the way. There you go. All right, so we're good right here. We're gonna start again with that lever closed. See how it's like, it's not so much of a harsh line now?
Yeah.
No, that looks good. See, like right here, I feel like you could probably clean up this part a little bit more.
Yeah, because I feel like
with the lever all the way open.
Yeah.
There's some touch-up works that I see still need to be done, but I want you to first take out the rest of the bottom of the hair, and then we'll come back and do the touch-up work. There you go.
Yeah, these things do cut pretty.
Don't ever be that barber that leaves hair right behind the ear. Now go ahead. And same thing. As soon as you reach that line, just release the pressure on the. Good. Now brush everything, comb everything down, and now we'll look and see if we need any touch-up work. Okay, so guys, it's the third day. We're still here. Going hard, but we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn today. Now that I comb everything down, now you gotta kind of take a step back and take it a section at a time, so you're not overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? Because this area might need a certain guard, this area might need a certain guard, and this area might need a certain guard.
Okay, so if I had to say anything like these dark areas right here, like
yeah. I mean, I already kind of know what I would use. I kind of want to see where your brain is at.
Okay, so if I saw this and I was trying to
blend out this area.
I mean, for sure, I think the half, and then I would like, of course, start with the lever like.
Start with it all the way open.
Yeah.
That way you have like a safety,
yeah,
and then you can move down depending if you.
Yeah. So that's what I would do right there.
So go ahead. So he's gonna go ahead and grab the half clip, and he's gonna start with the lever all the way open, and then just kind of guide himself from there if you need to find another guard, or if you need another guard or whatever.
Just hit this line over.
All right. So yeah, now you brushed everything down. Now go ahead. You're throwing on that one guard, lever all the way open. All right, so now to start the edge up, you always grab the comb. That way it grabs more hair, and then comb it down. And remember, don't just comb at the tip, grab everything. Like start from pretty far back, so you make sure you grab everything. Now, I already kind of started it for you over here on this side. Take a step back before you even start. So first, just clean this part up. Apply some shaving gel. So you've already been practicing for about a month with this shaver, so make sure you keep it at 45.
So you usually just shave everything down, huh? First?
And then first, like, see how it has like excess shaving gel?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I usually would like wipe it though.
You
like
can wipe it with your finger like that, boom,
okay.
And then go ahead. All right guys, so that's pretty much it for this haircut tutorial. I hope y'all like this new way of teaching where I have somebody like Richard cutting from a beginner standpoint. He has been cutting for only 3 months, so let him know down in the comments how y'all think he did. Stay tuned because we're gonna be doing a lot more of these tutorials. So I might be showing them different techniques. I may be showing them how to cut with different hair clippers. I don't know, let us know down in the comments what other kind of videos y'all like to see us do on this channel. But with that being said guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. My name is Sergio Barron. This is Richard. This is Ruben, again, the twins. And we're gonna catch y'all on the next video. Peace.